Now back to regular programming.
Hello!
What up, guys?
Back.
Thank you.
Okay. Today, I am here with Foodie. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Foodie. I am Isabelle's go-to favorite person in the world.
So how do we meet?
We met through a program. We went to the same. She graduated. We went to the same college, and she was actually my mentor for last year, and we just grew really close, and now we're lovers.
So when I was a senior, he was a freshman, I was his mentor in this program, and we got really close, and
now we're lovers.
Today, we are drinking.
I have coffee, McDonald's, classy and bougie.
And I have some like herbal Chinese tea thing.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. It is because Foodie is
I am not 21.
Exactly.
I am not 21 at all.
Or if you hear like...
There's a fish tank right there.
Yeah, so if you hear the water sound,
But
that's what it is.
we don't want to kill fish today, so we're going to keep it on. So today we're actually going to talk about...
So today we're going to talk about...
Rejections. It's something that I feel like a lot of people go through, but it's not something that a lot of people talk about because in many ways it's very, it's not something good to talk about. No one really wants to, but I feel like everyone experiences it. So
we're going to talk about more focused on like job rejections. We're not talking about like relationship rejections. But they can still apply.
Yeah, I think so.
But more specifically towards like
job, yeah. I think I honestly think that we all, as young adults, we apply to so much and we want to do so much that rejection just kind of comes with the territory.
What's your worst rejection story?
My worst rejection story? I would say I don't think I've ever experienced really to my face, we don't want you kind of rejection. It was more like they just never got back to me, and it was really disheartening because it got my hopes up for a while, and then you kind of come to a realization that maybe it's just not suited for you, that position. But everything works out, I guess, at the end because I'm very happy where I am now and where I'm going. I need to fart again. The thing is though, I feel like people take it so personally, but I feel like that is the complete opposite of what you should do. Because one of my friends told me that it is like a numbers game. You just apply to so much and you just hope that something sticks. You throw a bunch of stuff on the wall and you're just hoping that something sticks.
Yeah.
But it is hard. It's so hard. But I can honestly say that when I open my phone, there are so many I can scroll through and there's just rejection after rejection. It's just it's so much, and then after a while it just you kind of become numb to it. You're just alright, on to bigger, better things. I took every rejection as a stab. I'd be so wounded right now. It would not be pretty, but
yeah, you have to look at it as a learning experience. You'll only get better through the process of interviews.
If you really believe in it and you push yourself and really work hard towards your goals, I think that everyone can accomplish what they want to. I'm a firm believer that if you put in the work, that good things will happen. I understand that rejection is hard, but once you get that one person though.
Yes, it's literally all about that one person who believes in you, who will give you a chance, and there is people that will do that for you. So
I think so.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe that networking was so important until I started getting positions through networking. Before, I used to do a lot of cold applications, which for those of you who don't know, it's just you don't know anyone in the company, you're just applying. And I used to think you just do that over and over and over again. But I've realized now that it is all about being nice to people and really keeping in touch with people and being genuine about wanting to work in certain places, and eventually what you put out into the universe will come back and hopefully get you wherever you want to go. What else about rejection though?
Okay. Yeah, how do you deal with it? We didn't say like how you deal with it. Like for me, I'm pretty hard. If it's like something I really wanted, then I'm like, I'll cry it out. Like I'll be so down, talk to my friends. But honestly, there's like nothing you can. This is what I always do. If I really want it, I email the person who interviewed me, and then I ask like, ask for another chance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so passionate about this position. Is there any chance? What did I do wrong? Is there any chance I could get you could reconsider? Then I feel at peace. Then I know I tried all that I can.
Yeah.
If I don't get it, then I'm like, it's okay because I tried my best.
No, and I agree with that. Like you should certainly be passionate. But again, I think that whole line with like being so personal, like taking it personally, is something that a lot of people have trouble with.
Yeah.
But again, I'm a firm believer that like you just have to keep trying. Like if this doesn't work out, there's always something else that can help you. There's always like a next step. Even if it's in like a weird direction, if it's in the same general way that you want to go, then that would be how to do it. I think a follow-up email is a great way to handle rejection. I think crying, I'm a wallower, so I wallow. I'm such a wallower. Like when things upset me, I cannot stop talking about it or like complaining about it forever. No, I seriously, but I think I read somewhere that like wallowers, they are the most stress-free in the sense that like you get it all out. You're just sad. You're like my life sucks. Like this sucks. Like this stinks. Right? And then like a couple hours later, you're like, okay, I gotta keep going. And then you're over it. You build a bridge and you get over it. I never say like, oh, because I didn't get a position, I'm not good enough. It's more like because I didn't get this position, that position just doesn't fit me, and I just have to keep trying until I find something new. Because once you like let it bring you down, that's when it's like. That's where you start to get into a territory that is really unhealthy.
Right. A lot of people are afraid of rejection. Like I hear people talking like I'm afraid of rejection, so I don't even apply because I know I'll get rejected.
Yeah.
But like you honestly never know until you really try.
And I think that's something that I learned a lot from Isabelle actually, is that you should never ever, like this girl, she will not stop. It's so like,
look at where I still am.
Hashtag unemployment.
Hashtag every video, give me a job.
From when she was my mentor, and in many ways she still is, I learned that.
He's like my mentor, to be honest. Okay. Let me hear this.
No, but I think it's true that, like, one thing that I learned from her is that you never, ever stop trying. Even though it can be heartbreaking, even though, your ego is hurt, and you invested so much time and so much effort into doing something, into like seeing yourself in that role, and things don't work out, that doesn't mean that you stop trying. You just keep going and you keep attempting new things because there's always something to learn.
And I don't want to live with like, what if I tried harder? What if I did this? What if I...
No, but this girl though, she like literally tried like everything. That is one of the things that I admire, because I feel like, especially in my life, like I'm always limited by certain things, whether it's like
So, the camera cut off.
Just getting to the good part.
No, complimenting me.
I was saying, this is one of the things that I love about Isabelle, and I realized this last year too. She tries for everything, like everything. There is not one thing that she doesn't apply for, or try for, or attempt.
But only in the route that I want to go, though. Not like, different industries.
And the thing is,
I'm applying to be an engineer.
And I think when I was younger, I felt the same way too, where it's like, I wanted to try for everything, but then now, because I'm a finance major, I feel that like I should do things more my path. But I think when you're young, you should certainly like try for everything that you can. Because when I was younger, like I've always felt limited. I don't know if you know, but we live in like this state where it's like there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing around us. And because of that, it's like you don't really have much that you can do. So you just really want to take advantage of everything. So when I was young, I used to do a lot of public speaking, and that just certainly helps.
Oh yeah, as you can tell with his good speaking skills.
No, I'm kidding. But I really believe that there are so many, even if it's not in your field when you're younger, just getting your hands wet, like learning how to code, things like that, where you may not know if that's what you want to do in the future, but those soft skills definitely will help you in the job finding process and will help lower the amount of times you get rejected.
I like how you tied that back.
I'm just saying that, like, even if I don't get the job post application, if I get the interview because I'm able to like communicate effectively through what I've learned from a young age, then it helps with my whole like career prospects. So like even if I make it past the first round, I know I can do well. It's just that first round of my whole resume, that's the hard part. When I get to speak to someone, that's where it gets easier.
If you're constantly getting rejections, maybe after you had an interview, then maybe try going to, if you have mock interview practices in your school. I know I did that, and that also helps a lot. Cause I don't think I'm that good with interviews. I get pretty like nervous, and I know I can do so much better than how I portray myself in interviews. So just like do a lot of practices.
I think honestly, I know this sounds kind of bad, but like like writing out a script for answers that are typically asked.
Especially if it's a phone interview.
Especially if it's a phone interview. Like that's what I do sometimes because I did a little bit of acting when I was younger because I'm an actor. No, I'm kidding. But when I was younger, I did do acting. I was in a couple commercials. Did you know that?
Yeah, I understand.
I understand the value of a script, and even if you can't like follow it word for word, knowing like what are those like big words and those values that you hold, I think that's so important because when I'm in interviews and I have a script, then I'm like, okay, like these are the talking points I want to hit. That will be the most effective way to answer a question. So like when I'm hit with like what's my biggest weakness, I can immediately go into like my whole spiel and make it sound genuine. Like, oh, like my biggest weakness, I wonder, oh, you know, it is blah 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 blah. And like those I write them in the script. And I'm like, okay, pause. Because it helps with interviewing.
This is still about rejections, and that will lessen your chance of getting rejected.
It's a hard pill to swallow if you're beginning, but it's just, I feel like there's so many jobs out there. Like there's so many things that people can do that will make them happy. Like I think it would be a big disappointment to be like, this one role with this one company is what I want to do. I think it should be more like, these are the skills that are important to me. These are the values that are important to me. Like I want to be happy at the end of the day. So like if I can fulfill those in whatever role, that is what I want to do. And I feel like if you have that mindset, then whatever rejection comes your way, it's less hurtful.
Yeah, that's true. Once you get your foot in the door, you can make your way to your ultimate where you want to be.
And I also like the other thing too, the way you handle rejection in many ways is almost like an interview too. Because like if you handle it poorly, it can reflect on your character as well. While if you handle it well, it can reflect well. So like if a recruiter doesn't like your interview or something, but you like send a follow-up email and you continue that like relationship, they're more likely to recommend you again. Or, you know, for anything else, if you just continuously have that like positive attitude, then that will follow through and like they'll remember you for that. But if you get bitter or sad or like emotional, then they're less likely to do that.
I thought you said for my videos I shouldn't use you.
I'm talking to you, not you.
But he is so good at talking, like damn, who wouldn't hire him?
I'm taken.
That is all for this episode. And thank you, Foodie, for being my guest.
You're welcome.
My thumbnail.
With the heart covering it so no one knows. Oh, that's so funny.
Okay. Until next time, cheers.
Do I look fat?
Like a little. Do you think this angle makes me look fat? This kind
Yes. Yes.
Really?
No.